My name is Poppy. I am 20 years old and I am autistic. I live in Beverley and I am a student at the University of Hull. Currently, I am part of a team delivering the Oliver McGowan mandatory training on learning disability and autism to health and social care settings in our region. Together with other autistic people and also with people with a learning disability, we are the experts by experience who share our knowledge and personal experiences to help others understand the challenges that some people experience and help people who work in health or social care to identify how to make reasonable adjustments in the services they provide. Oliver McGowan was a young autistic man with a learning disability whose death highlighted the need for better training for health and social care staff in understanding the needs of autistic people and those with learning disabilities. This film has been made by us to show the work we do and what the role of experts by experience involves. In making this film, we have used reasonable adjustments, so all the contributors have been encouraged to share our experiences in ways that make us feel comfortable and to help us get our message across in our own way.
This is Matthew's Hub in Hull. We provide support, training and advocacy for autistic people and people with ADHD. And we also facilitate and arrange the Oliver McGowan mandatory training. And today, we've invited some of our co-experts by experience to talk about themselves and the training.
Well, my name's Matthew and I'm from North Lincolnshire.
How did you get into the Oliver McGowan training?
Well, my mum worked with Joanne, who works for Matthew's Hub. She got me involved and I came, did the training, thought it was fantastic. And I've been doing it ever since and I've enjoyed it.
Tell me more about the actual training that you deliver.
You're talking about experiences of other people with learning disabilities and autism and how they've been affected by the NHS, of where the workers and anyone who works there has basically treated them not fairly.
Yeah. And has that happened to yourself where you've not been treated fairly?
Yes, many occasions. There was one time with the NHS where at one point they thought I didn't have autism or learning disability. They thought I was putting it on. So that lasted for a couple of years in my teenage years, and then yeah, it was gut-wrenching, like literally, and I felt anger.
I can imagine that was really hard growing up with learning disability.
A lot. So I had a lot of people doubting me and everything, yeah.
Is that part of what drew you to the Oliver McGowan training?
Yes, to prove everyone that it is actually a thing and it needs to be sorted.
Needs to be addressed.
Addressed, yeah.
So Chelsea, tell me all about yourself.
I'm Chelsea Rhodes. I love music. My favourite band is the Beatles. My favourite thing ever is boxing. I love Tyson Fury, heavyweight champion.
So what else about you? Do you live by yourself? Do you live with your family?
No, I live with my family.
Yeah.
I've got a dog called Kiki, who's a pain in the bum. Yeah, I live with my family, yeah. And I've got loads of friends.
Yeah.
And I love doing my job.
Why is the training important to you?
Training is important to me because it's getting across to people, getting them to understand my learning disabilities and autism, getting them to understand, if you don't know people in that circle of autism and disabilities, getting them to understand that and process that into their brains as well.
I understand that in some of the training sessions that you've done, you've challenged
a
few doctors.
Doctors, nurses, I challenged loads of them, yeah.
Yeah. And would you have done that a long time ago?
No.
Or no? Has this training helped you develop those skills and feel confident?
Yeah.
So that's amazing, isn't it?
And previous to this job, I worked at Dove House for 12 years doing office work.
Yeah.
So it's like learning new skills as well.
Yeah. And obviously doing this job you're paid.
Yeah.
So what difference does that make? to you?
Because when you get paid, you learn that you can buy what you want or whatever you're learning that. If you got to pay something off, to pay that off, and learning your money and your values and what you got to pay. Well.
So you become more independent?
Yeah.
Morning, Conrad.
Morning, Graham.
Tell me all about yourself.
I get about and I go to work and I like train spotting and bus spotting. That's one of my hobbies.
Why do you want to do the training?
Because I like to do the training because I want to get paid for it.
Is that the only reason you want to do it?
Yeah.
Is that reason?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lovely to see you today, Graham, as always.
Yeah.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Right. I'm Graham North. I was born in Hull. I'm proud of it. I'm 71.
71, and you're still going strong. And you're delivering the Oliver McGowan training at least once a week, aren't you? Yeah. Which is absolutely amazing.
I enjoy it. Morning, everybody. I will be talking for 30 minutes if I last that long. I live in Hull. I do lots of things to help other people. My life is interesting because I have a learning disability. Can you tell? The older I got, more I tried to do things I couldn't dream of as a child. Life is full of hard things that I worked hard to overcome.
It's been amazing to see you develop your skills and stand up and deliver the training. Yeah. Tell us about the training that you deliver. When you turn up at one of the hospitals, what is it that you do?
Well, I go to Castle Hill.
Yeah.
I go to Grimsby Hospitals. I go to Humber sometimes. And when I do my training, that part of my training is very important because it's getting the message across to the nurses.
Yeah.
Where I'm concerned, the learning disability people are very important people.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
I don't do it for the money.
Yeah.
I do it because it's a pleasure doing it.
Yeah. And as you said, it's a really important message, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm proud of myself, really proud of myself.
I wondered if you could share with us what was hard growing up and having a learning disability.
Well, how it first started, my epilepsy, was I had meningitis when I was about 4 years old.
And did the meningitis cause you to have a learning disability?
Hearing problems, which I still got.
Yeah.
Speech problems, every word I was saying at that time, stuttering.
Yeah.
And I was getting picked on for that.
Yeah.
Taking Mickey out of it.
So it sounds like all the challenges that you've had in your life, and I think there's been a lot of them.
Yeah.
You've always overcome them, haven't you, by being this really strong, independent person.
Yeah.
Because that's what your mum and dad brought you up to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my mum and dad brought me up to be that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I miss them.
Yeah. I'm sure you do.
If they was alive, they'd be very proud of me. Even my dad would have done.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Especially with my reading.
Yeah. Sounds like you've had a really difficult life, but you've overcome everything.
Yeah.
Because of the person that you are.
I am.
So I'm very proud of you, Graham, in all the time I've known you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done.
Well, the percentage was really good, and they brought Graham in, who actually lives with learning disabilities, and I thought it was really good that he was there because he was amazing. He got across what he needed to get across. And he's got loads of confidence, which was a good thing. But he told us about how he never used to have confidence.
It's really informative. It helps you to visualise things a lot better as well, even just in terms of how we were conversing with Graham between us. It's better being real life rather than just looking at slides or having somebody talking at you. It's just good to get the whole picture of how things are and from his perspective as well.
I think it's a really positive step, and I think it's really interesting that you get to see the sort of viewpoint of the young person or adult that's actually explaining what it feels like for them to approach health professionals. And the fact he was so honest about how he felt and how having a learning disability was for him, it gives you an insight into their daily lives.
Some courses you go on, you're like falling asleep. This, I'm like really enjoying it. It's real good.
I've done a couple of other courses during my career as well, where we've had service users and people with certain disabilities that have come in. I've always felt like I've got a lot more out of it that way.
I think it'll change people's perception, you know, that you can learn from people like Graham and then understand more about his life and what he needs, you know, when you're dealing with him in hospital.
Obviously I spend every day looking after young people with learning disabilities, and I thought, what extra can I learn from it? But definitely there's so much information to take away from it. There's so much information that you often forget and then you revisit it again. So yeah, definitely, I would definitely recommend it to anybody, definitely.
It's been very different for us, but it's also been very good in terms of like, all of our co-experts are learning so much from the experience and they're getting so much out of it, but so are we, because we're all learning like kind of new things, and we're also being able to see the development that these great guys and girls have.
Yeah,
like,
meeting them right at the beginning of their journeys, you know, with nervousness and worries and all those sorts of things, to seeing the people that we have now that are confident and they're striding out, and, you know, and the whole lives have been changed really, not just about delivering the Oliver McGowan training,
absolutely,
but the whole lives.
It goes like so much further beyond that.
Yeah.
As well as delivering training in Hull, we also deliver in other settings around the region, including North Yorkshire, East Yorkshire, North and North East Lincolnshire.
Tell me about you outside of the training.
So I'm 33 now. I was first enlightened to potentially being autistic when I was 27. It took just short of 3 years to get the diagnosis. Yeah. So I think 2 weeks before my 30th, I forgot the diagnosis. It was my wife who first told me about it. Even on our first date, she started doing like some little tests, like moving my beer mat, because I kept putting it in the middle and she kept moving it away and all sorts of other things.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Are you autistic?" And I was like, "Don't know." But then looked into it and I was like, "Oh, actually, probably." So then looked into it more and did the assessment, and yeah. Pre-diagnosis, looking back now, there's a lot of masking involved and just trying to struggle through. But even post-diagnosis, it's not really much different because employers still don't really know how to support it.
What's the experience like of sort of bringing your lived experiences to the training?
I'm never quite sure how much to share or what's appropriate and relevant kind of thing. But I tried to kind of roll some of my experiences and perspectives into it. I don't want to try and do too much and take over it, but try and keep it on point to do with what happened to Oliver. But I think it's helpful sometimes to share a few.
Yeah.
I tried to get diagnosed because I knew there was something different when I was 23. Went to the GP with a list of different things and said, "Look, I think there's something different because I couldn't relate to most people." The GP looked at my list and went, "You're too young for these," and just showed me the door. So I was like, "Oh, okay then." I see myself positively. All the ways that I thought I was broken, it's like, oh, actually no, I'm just autistic. So knowing I'm a perfectly fine zebra, not a broken horse. So I've got a 4.5-year-old. So she keeps me busy. But she's just started school now, so I get a bit more time during the day to get all my house chores done because she likes to help around the house. Like, if I dare do the washing or anything without her, she tells me off. She'll come running, she'll hear the washing machine beep noise and she'll come running like, "I want to help." Reasonable adjustments for autistic people are generally free and they can be implemented with just effort.
Yeah.
And yeah, it might be difficult in certain departments, certain times. From my perspective, even small adjustments are really well appreciated. Like, because this happens so little, it's nice.
I mean, do you know what? It's always consistently positive from the perspective of the co-trainers, and the feedback that we get for your input is just amazing. It's really good. It's definitely the thing about the Oliver McGowan that reaches the most people and has the biggest impact. Is just hearing the voices of experience, and coming to share your stories and your perspective. So everyone really appreciates it, and I love reading that. I absolutely love it. What do you think are the best things about being autistic?
I suppose special interests can help if it becomes one that you get absorbed in. You can pick it up really quickly.
Yeah.
Attention for detail as well, like I could spot things or detect things that other people would otherwise miss.
Well, you also said as well that you could tell when a piece of equipment was about to fail.
Yeah, okay. One of the kitchen jobs, when I could smell the melting plastic kind of smell, and then for like a week, and it was just made me feel sick, but no one else could smell it. I was like, am I going crazy?
That's going to break in a minute. I'm telling you, it's going to break.
Lo and behold, it, like circuitry blew. And people were just like, how?
How did you do this?
I think for me, all my senses except interoception are usually more acute.
Making reasonable adjustments can be a small effort that makes a big difference for people who are autistic and people with a learning disability. We hope that by sharing what happened to Oliver McGowan and sharing our own lived experiences, together we can make sure everyone is treated with dignity, respect and understanding, and avoid preventable deaths like Oliver's from happening ever again.